Hello everybody! So this is my second video diary. This is going to be me telling my story about me and my mom, my boyfriend's ghost haunting, if you will. And a lot of you guys are requesting this, you're very curious, and everything is true. I'm not making anything up, I'm not exaggerating anything. This is 100% true. I witnessed it, I was fearful, and I'm just gonna tell the story. So it was in like 2009, so a few years ago. Me, my mom, and my boyfriend all went to Toronto for like a vacation. I had never been to Toronto, so I was really excited to go and just like explore Toronto. So we stayed in this hotel, and it used to be I don't remember what the hotel was called at all, and I wish I did, but it used to be an apartment building. So our hotel room had obviously like a fridge, a stove, you know, a balcony, it had a bedroom, a front room, like it was pretty big, and it was just the same price as any other hotel room. The reason why, you know, my brother and my dad didn't go was because my dad had to work and my brother had school, and they just were not into Toronto because we were just gonna go shop. I have to give you guys the setup first. So when you walk in, when you walk into the hotel room, you just basically see the front room first, and there's like a TV, and then you can see further off that there's a balcony. Behind that there's a closet, and then to your right it's all like the kitchen. So there's a kitchen table, there's a fridge, stove, a microwave, and then another little dining table thing, because it was obviously an apartment building. And then to your left, there was a hallway, a bathroom, then the bedroom. So it was like just a normal bedroom with a bed, a window, and dresser, and a TV. So yeah, so that's, now you know the setup. In the front room, there was a pull-out bed, so that's where my mom slept, and she was just fine with that. And then me and my boyfriend slept in the bedroom. We didn't know that there was like a ghost in there, or a spirit, or whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to say ghost for the sake of this video. So I'm going to tell you all the things that happened. So the first night, I was so excited because I was there for Toronto, so I was like kind of half awake and half sleeping. I wasn't really ready for bed, but I was just like kind of lying there with my eyes closed, and my boyfriend was obviously beside me, and he was facing, I don't know which way he was facing, but I was facing the wall, so I was like kind of facing away from him. And then all of a sudden, my boyfriend goes, "God, oh my God," and I'm like, what the hell is he doing? I'm just sitting there sitting there kind of laughing to myself, like, is he sleep talking or whatever? And then he says, "Okay, Roxanne, you can leave now." Roxanne is my mom's name, by the way. He's like, "Roxanne, you can leave now." And by this time, I'm like, what? Like, what is my mom doing? Is she like spying on us, right? And then that's when Randy's my boyfriend, he says to me, "Samantha, your mom is in the bed with us." And I was like, okay, I just got chills down my sleeve. I got chills down my arm just then. When he said that, I jumped out of that bed. I jumped so hard out of that bed, and I turned around and said, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "Your mom is in the bed with us." And I said, "What are you talking about?" And I look, and I said, "There's nobody in the bed." And he goes, "Okay, well, she was in the bed with us." And I'm like, "Randy, I didn't feel anybody get into the bed." And he said to me, "Somebody is in the, no, your mom is in the bed with us. Who else would it be?" He goes, "You're right next to me." And he was turned facing me. That's what he told me. He was facing me, and obviously the door is behind us. So he said he heard the door open. Somebody like brushed his arm like this, and the blankets went up. Somebody sat next to him and put the blankets down. And that's what he said exactly happened. And I said, "Please don't scare me. Like, what are you doing? There's nobody here." He goes, "Okay, I never went to sleep yet, so I'm not dreaming about this. Somebody was in the bed with me, and it's obviously your mom. She's obviously spying on us, thinking we're doing something." And I was like, "You are scaring me." So we crept into my mom, and she's like snoring. She's like asleep. So I was like, okay, that's a little weird. So that was the first thing, and that's really scary to me now. At the time, I was just like, what are you talking about? I thought he was going insane. So the next day, my mom and I I never told her about it, just because, like, you know, I just didn't feel the need to tell her about that. My boyfriend was in the shower, and then me and my mom were getting ready. So we had our mirrors, we were putting on our makeup, and we were getting ready, and then all of a sudden, in the bathroom, I heard a sneeze, and so did my mom, like a really, really loud sneeze. And it didn't really sound like my boyfriend's, but we're like, whatever. And me and my mom kind of chuckled to ourselves. Kept doing our makeup, and then we heard another sneeze, and this time it was more like a like, that's what it sounded like. Oh, I can just hear it in my head now. It's just scary. I was like, holy, Randy's sneezing a lot. And then we heard it one more time, and then the shower stopped. And then my boyfriend got out or whatever, and then he came into the front room, and my mom said to him, "Holy, Randy, you sure were sneezing a lot." And he goes, "I never sneezed once." That's so scary, because it wasn't really like a sneeze. It was like a rah like sound. It was so scary. It kind of sounded like muffled, like it was in the shower, or I don't know, like it was sounded like it was behind a door for sure. And that just freaked me out. And I was like, and that's when I told my mom about the story, and she's like, "No, why would I come into bed with you? I was sleeping here the whole night." I didn't sleep in that bed anymore. I was too scared, and I was like, I'm not sleeping in this bed anymore. So I slept with my mom for the next like 3 days or something. So yes, my boyfriend can sleep alone because I'm not sleeping with a ghost. Sleeping, and I had this really intense dream about, I don't even remember what it was about, but I felt like I was literally walking around the apartment, and I knew that I was dreaming, but I knew that I kind of wasn't. I felt like I was literally just walking in circles around our apartment. Like, it's scary to think about it now because I couldn't control anything. So I don't know if it was just a crazy dream or what was happening. But I woke up in the middle of the night because I was like, oh my God, what was it? And I turned to my mom, and her eyes were just wide. And she was wide awake, and that scared me at first. And I was like, what? And then she told me, just nothing, go back to bed. I don't want to scare you, just go back to bed. And I was like, well, you're scaring me now. She goes, I'll just tell you in the morning, just go back to bed. So in the morning, she said to me that she heard this, I can't really make the sound, it like metal clicking together, like click, click, click. That's what she heard. And she couldn't sleep, so then the pull-out bed like faces right to the TV, and there's obviously like a stand for the TV, and there's like little drawers underneath the TV. And my mom, when she looked at the corner of her eye like this, and she saw, you know, the handles for the drawers, they were going up and clicking down, and up and clicking down. And I didn't believe her. I was like, you are just losing your mind. You're trying to scare us. I don't believe people when they tell me about ghosts because I just don't want to hear it at the time because I don't want to be scared. My mom's like, okay, you know, I didn't want to scare you, but I honestly saw and heard that, and I couldn't go back to sleep for the whole night. My mom and my boyfriend at that time, like 2 or some years ago, they got along, but they did it just for me. Like, they didn't really like each other, but when we went to Toronto, they were fine with each other, but you know, they didn't really like each other at that time. My boyfriend was making, I think it was pizza, like, because we had an oven, so he turned on the oven to preheat it, and then he went to the balcony to have a smoke, and I was just watching TV or whatever, getting ready. I don't remember what I was doing. And then my boyfriend would come back, and he'd go, oh my God, and he'd click buttons on the oven again. And then that happened a few times. He would go away, come back to his oven and go, oh my God, and then click his oven again. And he came up to me, he goes, your mom is turning off the oven on me because she doesn't like me. I keep preheating the oven, and then she keeps coming in and canceling it. And I'm like, no, I've been sitting here this whole time. She's never walked into that kitchen. And even if she did, she wouldn't turn off the oven on you like 4 times. And he goes, well, there is something turning off my oven for me. So then we sat by the oven, and my boyfriend preheated it, and it stayed on. Yep. Okay, and then we went to bed that night. And in the middle of the night, me and my mom both heard it. Like, kind of bang, and then a slide. It was like bang, bang, and then like, it was just, it sounded like that, and I was just like, oh my God. And I said to my mom, can you hear that? And she goes, yeah, just don't think about it, don't aggravate it. And she goes, just go back to bed. And it was like bang, slide, bang, slide. We woke up in the morning, and my mom was like, come look at this. So in the kitchen, we have drawers, and this is going to be so hard for me to explain, but inside your kitchen drawers, I don't know if all households do, but you have this like container where you can put your, I don't know how to explain it, like it's like a cutlery sorter. So it's like just a little plastic thing where it has an outline of a fork, and then you can put all your forks in there, you know what I mean? It just goes into your drawer. They were all slid right to the very back. So obviously something, or this ghost, was opening the drawer, and the thing would slide, and they slammed the drawer, and the cutlery thing would slide all the way to the back. All of them were slid all the way to the back, and these drawers are deep, and there was all of them, all the cutlery drawers for like the knives, the spoons, everything was slid all the way to the back. And these 4 drawers I think we had, because they were like, oh my God, it was so scary. And I said to my mom, we heard that last night, that's it. And then we slid the drawers, and it sounded identical to the sound that we were hearing, and it was identical, the bang slide oh my God. So I was like, okay, I'm so glad we're leaving today. We were leaving that day and I just wanted to get out of there. So then I tell my boyfriend that we were piecing together all these things, like the sneezing in the shower, somebody jumping in the bed with us, everything. And I was like, there's probably a ghost in here. This used to be an apartment. So somebody spent most of their lives in here. This is their home. And what if they died here? I mean, we're invading their privacy. And we were talking about it, me and my mom, and my boyfriend was like, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear it. I don't like to hear this, and I'm leaving, right? So he has like our door open halfway, and we're talking about it. And if you guys watch Paranormal Activity, you know that if you talk about the ghost or spirit or egg it on, it comes twice as hard. Like it's like bleh, it feeds off of people's energy, and I believe that that's so true. So when we were talking about it, that's when my mom, she was like, if there's a spirit in here, if there's somebody in here, we're gonna leave right away. We're leaving today. We're sorry for invading your home. And she's like trying to talk to it. And my boyfriend has the door half open because he's like ready to run. And obviously I told you there's a closet right there. And all of a sudden, I swear to you, I swear on everything that all this happened, but oh my God, there's obviously hangers in the closet. So we only had like one like coat type thing in there, and there was just like all these brass hangers in there. And all of a sudden it was like somebody touched all the hangers and went to them, because it was like ding, 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 like all these hangers were like going, and my boyfriend just slammed the door and ran out the hallway. And I was like, oh my God, I opened the closet and all the hangers were just swaying back and forth. I was like, hey, I'm out of here. We need to leave. And my mom's still trying to communicate with it, and I'm like, we're leaving. So then we got all of our stuff together. We were all like looking around, trying to like not think about it, and we got all of our stuff together and we left. We never mentioned anything to it to like the secretary, the receptionist, and we got home, we just told everybody like we had a spirit living in our hotel room, or we were in its hotel room, her hotel room, I don't know. Well, some of you won't believe in ghosts and spirits. I'm not trying to make you believe in ghosts and spirits, but this honestly happened to me, my mom, my boyfriend. You can ask any of them. It was scary. It's real. I'm not lying to you guys. I have no reason to lie to you guys. This happened. I witnessed it. I was there. It was scary. I was fearing for myself. In the comments down below, tell me if you guys believe in ghosts, spirits, life beyond the grave. I'm really curious, or have you ever had a personal ghost experience as well? Leave it in. If you want to, you can leave it as a video response to this video. I'd love to watch it and hear about your guys' ghost stories as well, because it's really interesting to me. I love that sort of stuff. But to have it happen to me, I didn't like it too much, but it's a good story to tell. So yes, thank you guys. But basically that was my Toronto ghost story, and I hope you guys liked it. I hope I didn't scare you too much, and yeah, thank you guys for watching.